is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm going to go through Deadman. I was actually remarkably surprised how much I liked him, and I've had him for a while. I've had him leveled up forever, and I never really used him, and that's because I never really went through his kit the way I should have, the way I've been doing lately. So, got a lot of love for him. I'm actually really happy that I was using him. I didn't even get to do all the things I would have wanted to do with him in preparation for this video, but we're going to get into his kit and go over everything. But before we do any of that, I drop these Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So please like, please subscribe. And if you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do my Black History Month recommendation now. Happy Black History Month. And this is going to be a little bit of a story, so forgive me. But the recommendation is going to be Sinbad. And then on top of Sinbad plus David Bory. Now, the reason I say that is because early, like in late 2019, early 2020, I was going through a little bit of a depression. You know, and I think everybody knows like depression is something you struggle with all the time, not just something that happens once in your life. But yeah, I was having a particularly low time at that point. Let's just go ahead and say that. And I listened to a lot of sports podcasts, and I ended up listening to sports from Katie Nolan, and she had Ian Carmel on there. Ian Carmel is the host and does it with, you know, Sean Jordan and David Bory of the All Fantasy Everything podcast, which I absolutely love. Listen to every episode after that. And that was like 4 years of episodes I listened to every single day on my way to work, coming back from work, and it just made me laugh and smile, and it made me feel a little bit better because I was just like hearing like just stupid fantasy talk. It made me feel so much better. Why is that connected to Sinbad? What I realized at that moment was that when I was with my mom, like my mother, may she rest in peace, she was a big stand-up comedian fan. I didn't even realize that she was. I just knew that we would watch a lot of stand-up comedy together. And one of the main ones was Sinbad, because Sinbad was a clean artist. He didn't really curse or anything like that. So we would go to the movie gallery. Yep, movie gallery, Auburn, Alabama, right next to the Kroger. We would go to the movie gallery, rent his VHS tapes. Yep, VHS. For you guys who don't know, for the people who were born in 2000 and up, you won't know what that is. It's the thing that they let you play with when you were little, all right? We would rent those videos, and I was able to watch it with my mom, and my mom would just laugh, and be so happy. And as you may know, being black in Alabama in the 90s and the 80s, not a lot of stuff to laugh about. But we did enjoy a lot, watched Comic View, stuff like that. And so as she was getting closer to the end, I reached out to Sinbad to do a cameo for me. Cameos, I don't know if you know what that is. It's a site where some celebrities say, like, if you pay me this much, I'll do a personal recorded video for you. So I sent him a cameo. My sister and I had this idea, sent him a cameo request. He came back damn near immediately and gave her this like very, very nice and thought, like, it was short. It was like a minute, 2 minutes. And I understand he had time. He probably had a bunch of people who he was going through. So I'm not disparaging for that. But within that 2 minutes, you could tell he really cared. He really paid attention to what I was asking him for, because I just wanted him to say, like, I just said, she's a huge fan. It would be great if she actually heard from you. He even offered to let her go to one of his stand-ups for free. At this time, she was in hospice care, and I was trying to arrange all that so she could go. And then he had a stroke, apparently, which I didn't realize how much that would affect me, because I didn't realize how much of a part of my childhood and my mother that he was. And so I'm recommending him all of his, and last time he's still alive. He started recovering. His children put out a video a couple years ago saying that he had recovered or was in recovery. So it was a big shout out to him, because he actually took the time to a degree where it was like, no, he legitimately, you know, showed some heart in it. I'm recommending him plus David Bory because Sinbad, going back to his stand-up, laughing. My mom had this saying, 100%, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. And that was 100% true at that time of my life. David Bory is part of All Fantasy Everything. He's an amazing stand-up comedian. Absolutely love him. He's doing some big things, and he's like getting bigger and bigger, which I absolutely love. He's the voice of Comedy Central. Whenever you hear at the end of your Comedy Central episode or whatever, his voice is the voice that tells you what's coming up next. That podcast is amazing. All Fantasy Everything. Ian Carmel, also Sean Jordan. They're hilarious. If you need something to laugh at, check out that podcast. Check out Sinbad. A lot of his old stuff is now on Netflix, finally, in Switzerland. So I'm going to make my girlfriend watch it, even though she probably won't understand 90% of it. But I'm going to make her watch it. So, that's my recommendation. Sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. So find a stand-up comedian that'll make you laugh. Sinbad does it. You can watch it with your kids if you have children. David Bory, do not watch with your kids, but he's absolutely hilarious. So, sorry that took a little bit longer than I expected, but had to give you a little bit of my heart on that one. Now, also, there were a couple of comments, people trying, and this is what I love about the people who watch and the people who view, and those of you who are sticking around past this. That's why I call you guys my day ones, because you guys really, really do help, and it's like a combined effort to get this channel going, keep this channel going. And there were 2 comments about how my videos are lagging, a couple comments actually, and I wanted to shout them out real quick just to say, Juegue Leo. He said, upload the video separately and then put them together. I was doing that at the very beginning of the channel, and it was so time consuming with some of the stuff, and this is a lot faster, and I want to kind of figure out how to make this work. So thank you for the suggestion. I was doing that before, and I was thinking about going back and doing that now. However, I like the analysis that I can do when the video is running, so I'm finding the format now a little bit better. I can give it a little bit more in depth. So thank you for the comment, though. Really appreciate you. Also, I did do a mailbag on Instagram today, which is Saturday, the 12th of February. Where I answered a few questions, but I'm going to do a larger mailbag. But I answered some of these questions there. I addressed some of them there. And then I'm going to say your name fast, and not because I know it, but because I'm terrified of messing it up. Defe Aleda. I didn't even say it. Aleladia. I just said I was going to say it fast. I didn't even say it fast. I recommend using an Android emulator if you are having issues. I use BlueStacks 5 on my PC, and it's much better for recording games and stuff. I try to use BlueStacks. I have a Mac, and there's an issue with Macs and Big Sur and BlueStacks to where when I try to open the game, the whole app crashes. So as soon as I can figure that, I was trying to use BlueStacks. Now I'm using Nox Player, which still has a lag to it. And now I'm not even sure if that's Nox Player or this DC Legends logo spinning thing that's been going on forever. So in any case, thank you guys for sending me the comments to try to help support the channel. I'm going to do a big mailbag later today, but for now, let's finally get into Deadman. I'm going to go ahead and go into his kit. Before, what you saw was me actually using him in red alerts. And it took a second for me to understand really what I needed to be doing with him. In any case, on the A1 possession, special damage to an enemy and purge 2 buffs. Also apply 15% turn meter down, 20% chance to use, 20% chance to stun the target, which is amazing. That 5% damage I'm not going for. I love the purging 2 buffs and the turn meter down on the A1. And as you guys all know, that just lends to people that call assist, like Hippolyta, like Darkseid, like Saint Walker. I've just named all mystics. Who's a call assist on a... Oh, Lex. Lex does do a call assist, plus he gives int ups. And Lex's call assist is on his A3. Even Red Robin could get him to go faster, but you would want him to go faster for different reasons. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, getting him speed ups from someone like Gorilla Grodd might be helpful as well, but let's get into that in a minute. Passive ability, start battle with permanent unpurgeable invisibility. Makes sense, he is Deadman. 40% chance to also start battle with death immunity. And that can be booked up to a 50% chance or ringed out to a 50% chance. I haven't really taken that because if he's permanently invisible, I'm assuming there's not going to be an AoE attack, and this is probably not a good assumption, but I'm assuming there's not going to be an AoE attack from a mystic that can take him out immediately, especially with how I'm going to build the team around him. So I didn't think that was so necessary for my style of play. Plus, it's 50-50. Like, it'll boost it up to 50-50. So, do I really want to spend the rings on that? Sorry to bother. Give an 85% chance until end of turn. 85% crit chance until end of turn. And call assist from a random ally on a random enemy. 70% chance to call assist again, which is awesome. Absolutely love that. So 2 attacks from that A2. And then honestly, I'm wondering I didn't even pay attention to it that much. I think I've done it but not paid attention. What happens if that's used with Dark Side? I guess that person would go 4 times. Then this is the ability where I did not pay enough attention to and I absolutely love now. Steal up to 3 buffs from the target and apply them to all allies. If target has no buffs, apply stun instead. Awesome, just that part alone. This is like in the mid game when I was really using Poison Ivy a lot, where I would use her copying 3 buffs and then give them to all allies. This is the same, but you're doing it to the enemy, which is incredible, absolutely incredible. Also, apply 15% turn meter up to all allies. Gotta love that. Also, gain 3 intelligence ups. We all love that. So that also puts him back under the category of where if he's with Lex and he's buffing on this ability, he's stealing buffs and then buffing everybody else. And then on top of it all, giving himself intelligence ups plus that special damage plus his ups from Lex helps him with the special damage. Got to love it. Sip of the vanilla coffee. 1 second. In my ninja mug. All right, so next, tip the scales. Passive ability. When an enemy dies, 60% chance to gain 4 int ups. I do like that 70% chance. I do like that. It makes them stronger as they fall, but I'm not necessarily bringing him for damage, even though I think he does average. I'm not bringing him for damage necessarily, so that is not 100% necessary to me. Although, to be fair, having those int ups also makes him harder to kill. So, that is his kit. I absolutely love it. Let's go back to the videos. Boom. So now this is me taking him into, This is me taking him into, I think I took him into his own legendary showdown. By the time this video comes out, the showdown will be over, so I hope you went after his frags. Okay, so in this composition, my ultimate goal was to have Red Robin and Deadman together. And at this point, if I'm not mistaken, I was focusing more on stealing buffs from others. And the one that I wanted to steal the buffs from was Nightwing, just because if he has a bunch of awareness or a bunch of evasion ups, that's something that I would like to have on my team. I think I was just struggling to figure out who was going to be the red that was going to help me out. And if I remember correctly, this actually did not end up well for your boy. I will say that one of the main issues that I had was I put Kilowog in to give those empowered strength ups to Red Hood. I wanted to remove the awareness from Spectre to open him up. Then empowered strength ups to Red Hood, who does 3 burst attack on his A1, would help out with taking out Spectre. So at this point, I think I was going to steal these buffs from Nightwing and hope that we would get awareness, but instead what we got was agility up. And then I gave the empowered strength ups to Red Hood, hoping that he would be able to take out Spectre in the meantime. Somehow he did not manage to do that. Awesomeness. So yeah, this was failed from the beginning. And the devastation that Star Sapphire can cause by putting debuff immunity on everybody is nothing to sneeze at. Like, for real though. Spectre has his awareness up now, so I can't do anything to really get past that. Now, here was the other thing too, and this is what I was going to try to do with Deadman. I can't even remember if I was ever actually able to do it. Was running him with a speed team combined with Donna Troy. So that means having a Gorilla Grodd who's going to give speed ups, or having a Lex who's going to give a lot of turn meter up, and then having Donna Troy who reduces the turn meter on allies by 1, on all their abilities by 1, which means that I would be able to use that A3 a lot more often. As it stands right now, it's over. It is over for me. So let's go ahead and get into the next battle. All right, so here I use the same team, but against a different composition, against a different enemy. And truth be told, this is an absolute tomato can team. So I think I was more experimenting with the synergy itself and to see if it could be successful in some kind of way. Plus, one thing that I noted, and I'll go ahead and get started on this. One thing that I noted is that it's probably better if you're trying to aim to steal buffs to go after teams that don't buff heavy, because then you can kind of dictate what they're going to take. So here, I think I wanted to take the damage immunity away from anyone who had it, but unfortunately, nobody ended up with damage immunity except for Superwoman. So I just took it from her. Give everybody on the team damage immunity, and now we're okay in case anything were to happen to us. The other side of this that I didn't think through, not necessarily didn't think through clearly, but was that if I steal the damage immunity, but we kill everybody before they even get a chance to go, or we go before they all do and the damage immunity falls, is it really that useful to me? Stealing that damage immunity is going to be helpful in situations where like maybe Deadman and Red Robin are going to go first, but then I have someone who's much slower who's going to go after them and maybe even go after the enemy team. They have damage immunity up. Deadman has permanent invisibility, so then they should be okay in that scenario. One of the things that I did want to experiment with, which I did not get a chance to in these videos, because I didn't even think about it till this morning when I was actually like making my coffee, was that using Deadman and his ability to steal buffs on toons that have permanent buffs. So, for example, Superwoman, who has a permanent empowered strength ups, Gorilla Grodd, who has a permanent speed ups. I believe Larfleeze has permanent int ups. So you could put him on a special damage team or a physical damage team if you're going after somebody who has permanent buffs, and then remove those and then use them on your team. Here, I'm trying to provide a little bit more protection for the rest of the team and let Grundy take all the shots. I don't even know what I stole from anybody. Did I steal anything? Now, let me go back a little bit, just because I was too busy talking. All right, so we have Jessie Quick. She hits us. And there might be a bug issue that I'm gonna have to pay attention to for Jessie Quick, because I'm about to do her video next with regards to her evasions. Oh, wait. That was the issue. He was stunned. So then I gave him the turn meter up, but he didn't get a chance to go. If I got that correct. So now it is a matter of plus side about Clayface as well as that he can steal buffs on his A1 if I'm not mistaken. So this is where we try to steal empowered strength ups. Having those empowered strength ups on a strength-based team makes everybody hit harder, which is awesome for us. Get Spectre up out the paint and reduce the turn meter of everybody, and we should be in a good way. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, I was about to say, I hope that I went ahead and used the A2 on Red Hood, and you can see that he's doing it twice. He's doing everything 2 times with those empowered strength ups on him, causing a lot more damage, a lot more bleeds. So using the A2, getting that call assist to happen twice, but before that, having those empowered strength ups stolen and given to Red Hood is going to cause a problem for Arsenal when it gets around to being his turn. He's got a lot of bleeds on him. So, but this is the other point of where, or this is the other reason why I was thinking of it would be really, really, really good to run him with a speed team and Donna Troy. Get that A3 going as many times as possible. So, boop, boom. Up out the paint. Sorry, Adam. I do like Adam, though. All right, so, and then on to the next battle. But I gotta say, I am enjoying Deadman a lot. He's a lot of fun. I can't wait to play with him some more. I think I might put him in my permanent rotation now. So this is a bit obvious what I have to do here. Because we have the Black Flash, Aquaman immediately has to go in. I put him at the leadership spot. That way we would have, we're better against crit immunity. Red Hood Riddler's in there just for the debuffs, because I know Black Flash is going to touch us with his A3 first. So I want to lay down as much damage or as many debuffs as I can in that moment, giving him all those agility downs and speed downs. And then Azrael is in there because I got frustrated and I was like, if you're going to be a jerk and just use Spectre and Black Flash all the time, then I'm going to put in Azrael. So everything happened the way I expected it to, with Black Flash going first with his A3, then getting all those debuffs on him. I am king. I am your king comes into play. This is where I think I may have gotten a little bit lucky. I probably should have attacked Spectre with the A1 or the A2, like something, or the A3, something that I don't know. Like I was very, very much like using Azrael. Azrael attacked Spectre, thankfully, but that was random. And it could have been very much the case that he ended up hitting somebody else, killing them, and then Spectre goes off. But in any case, the team was easily wiped out. We had a good affinity balance, so there's no real surprise there. just Cassandra Cain is annoying. Plus side about Deadman versus Cassandra Cain, though, is that she can't retaliate against him because he's invisible. And he's always going to be invisible. So he can hit her as many times as he wants. You don't have to worry about the retaliation from him missing her because you don't get retaliated against if you're invisible. So, and there's a lot of buffs going on here. This must have gone on for a while. And that's the thing. It was this reminds me of a Sinbad stand-up joke where he was like, people who go to McDonald's and take too long to order food. It's like you're examining the menu, but you know what it is. Get a double cheeseburger. Same thing with Cassandra Cain. I've given that example before. Like, she knows she's gonna die. She can't take any of us out. Like, bruh, give up the ghost. What is you doing? What is you doing, boo-boo? Oh. So, and she's just obnoxious. When you have to face her, she's just obnoxious. She's not gonna kill you. It's just okay. No, to be fair, there are times where like I get in this situation, and I think it's just easy. We got it, and then for some reason she does everything the right way, and I lose. So she can be an absolute nuisance. All right, so on to the next fight. All right, so I don't even remember this fight. I don't know if I won or not, but I'm kind of worried that I was doing this in Siege. Because Siege, like I said, this Siege, I really want to get Naomi, and so I'm trying to be as conservative as possible and get as many points as possible, so I get as many frags as possible at the end of the Siege. I'm actually gonna do a video on that, like hell, maybe probably Wednesday, just because I used up all my Siege energy already. So I'm guessing what I was trying to do was use Arcus to take out Azrael. Maybe use Deadman to steal the awareness from Spectre to give us all awareness to protect us. Darkseid is clearly there, so everybody gets multiple turns. That's why Bart is there as well, to make sure that he has enough buffs. She automatically goes. We're gonna get all those buffs, and then hopefully people will start going twice. But this is worrisome to me. I hit Spectre twice. All right, who was I gonna? Oh. Did I just do the oh yeah, so I just stole buffs, which got me intelligence ups, I believe, and then hit the A1. That crack, oh yes. So Darkseid, that A1 happened again, so he double tapped. Arcus or Azrael wasn't able to take him out. That A1 hits again because of the call assist from Darkseid, so we were able to take out Azrael, and thankfully Spectre did not have a chance to go at us. Take out Spectre. Okay, so this battle worked out pretty well. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back real quick because I want to check something. So we have everybody here. Whoop. I want to check something real quick with what happened with Deadman. So sorry. And then when I say now I'm going to call it a video, I can actually call it a video because I can't go back and play the game because the lag is so terrible. It's going to end up being a video. This is the last fight. So let's see. When I got Deadman, we got hit. Barda charges up, gives us more debuffs, or gives us more buffs. Now, this is the reason why I went after Spectre. I wanted to remove that awareness just so the next person can come in and maybe take him out. Then we can also put stun on. Spectre. So if we take out anybody else in the meantime, Spectre doesn't go off. So now I'm wondering, who did I steal from? So I stole from Azrael, and I think what I wanted to steal was the awareness. But what I ended up stealing, I believe, was the intelligence up, which fine and dandy, whatever. You get what you get. Double tap, one through the awareness, and then the other one I thought would take out Azrael, did not. But because of the more than 5 buffs on Darkseid, Arcus got another shot on this A1, took out Azrael. Spectre was already stunned, so there was no way that he was going to be able to retaliate and put us in that miserable hell of stun and AoE attacks. And now we can take out Spectre at our leisure. I have to take him out now because once he purges those 2 buffs, when his turn comes around, then he's going to become a nightmare. Okay. Try to get rid of the awareness on Terra. Ooh, I didn't. Oh yeah, and the double shot because of all the buffs on dark side. So this went okay. This went well. This went well. I should have used. I think what I should have done there actually was use the A2 on dark side, so that way he would have gotten rid of some of those awareness from Martian Manhunter. That was a mistake. I should have done that first. Now we have the stun on him. Hopefully the A2 on dark side. This time, did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? I did it. All right, cool. So then that was the end of that battle. Good. So victory. It was conservative. I did not have to worry about losing any stars during my chase for Naomi. So thank you guys for watching all the way through. I'm almost to 1,000. I'm almost to 1,000. Help me get there. Also, subscriber giveaway. I'm putting it at the end of the video. Probably should say at the beginning. Subscriber giveaway. I'm going to do this until Friday, let's say the February 18th. So if you're a subscriber by February 18th, I'm then going to cut off the giveaway, like cut off, export all the subscribers, and then do a draw in the hat. I'll take a video of it so you guys can all see, and then I'll contact the person probably through comments or however I possibly can, so I can go ahead and get you your $50 prize. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.